Welcome to Inside Magazine. I'm David Matlin. Well, some women reach age 35 or older and haven't met their soulmate. But does this mean they should sacrifice motherhood? Well, in France, these single women don't have the right to utilize artificial insemination, unlike women in the United States and many European countries, as well as Israel. In Tel Aviv, for example, it's hard to find a nursery without a child conceived from sperm donation. In Israel, gynecologists perform the procedure, and if it fails, they can also offer women in vitro fertilization, where their egg is removed and fertilized in the laboratory. But who are these women? What motivates them? And how do these fatherless children grow up? Here's She Made a Baby on Her Own, a report by Marie-Françoise Lantieri for I-24 News.
You want to swing? You'd like to swing, my dear. It started when I was 41. In fact, I was hoping to find the man of my life before that.
Réussir à trouver l'homme de ma vie. Viens, reste assis. Non, reste assis. Après, tu iras jouer avec tes amis. J'ai compris que
I realized that the time it would take me to find the man of my life
la personne que je désire
would take longer than conceiving a child.
Que de concevoir un enfant. Oui, t'es trop près. Tu es trop près. Comment était-ce possible que je...
How was it possible for me to make such a choice?
Moi, Audrey.
Me, Audrey, lucky enough to have had a generous, fabulous, wonderful father. And somehow, that was the real problem.
Ça a été vraiment la difficulté.
As for my mother, I spoke to her about the idea from the very start. She took it very hard, and then when I told her I was 2 months pregnant, she was so happy. However, we never talked about it again. I absolutely did not want to hear other people's words and thoughts of fear and difficulties.
Evyatar was born 5 years ago from a Yemeni donor. Audrey asked her friend Batya to help choose the father.
Yeah, you had a list of questions to remember to ask.
Yes. Actually, I was wondering if I can know if the donor has nice, very well-designed eyebrows.
Right.
That was like something very important for me.
Right.
It's just something so abstract that I think you'd rather choose the other side and not something that maybe looks similar to you. Voila, and here he is. Here he is. Mama.
The sperm bank also provided Audrey with other information about the donor, including size, weight, hair, skin color, and his background.
From the start, to have a child in common circumstances is a great risk. In this case, the risk really doubles, and obtaining additional information can simply help bring calm to the mothers, to the family environment. It's acceptable.
Dr. Gili Band works at the Asuta Tel Aviv Sperm Bank. She chooses the donors and guides the women's choices.
I use my intuition. I usually ask the patient what she would like to get. And then, because I know all the Israeli patients, I can direct her to the one who fits the most. I can give as many details as I can, but I need to still think about the donor anonymity. Most patients prefer the blonde and light eyes, blue eyes type of a man.
The Israeli Asuta Sperm Bank does not limit itself to just Israeli donors. It also offers other products.
We import sperm from abroad. In the foreign sperm bank, they have what we call an open pathway. And the children, once they turn 18, they can reach the donor through the sperm bank. Is obligated to answer the children. More and more patients are choosing the open donor pathway.
Foreign banks offer many more details on their non-anonymous donors. Children's photos, emotional profiles, a handwritten cover letter. Men who accept these conditions usually do so for altruistic reasons. This is not often the case with Israeli donors, as Dr. Majar explains.
Our donors, most of them are from between the age of 20 to 27. 90% of them are students. Most of them are doing it because they need some money.
For $100, there are plenty of candidates, but not many successful ones. 40% are turned down. The sperm is evaluated, cleaned, its vitality is checked, as is the absence of genetic or viral diseases. The aim to offer patients a healthy and quality product.
Usually single women that arrive to the sperm bank, there are two types of women. First of all, there are the lesbian. The lesbians are coming earlier. They are coming more younger than the other group, and they are interested of having the sperm to reach to be a family. On the other side, there is the second group, these women that didn't marry, didn't find a partner to build a family, and they are interested at the age starting from 35 and above to achieve the potential to be a mother. And there is also a small group that are even after the age of 45. And they are singles, and they have to use egg donation. It means to retrieve an egg from another woman, but they need also a sperm donor. So they are using a sperm donor with egg donation.
But at this age, it's often much more difficult to get pregnant. Sigal is 45 years old. She's been in and out of treatments for 6 years. First insemination and then in vitro fertilization, but it was not enough.
I did something else. I donated abroad. No. I went to Ukraine to make an egg donation. No. I did it in Kiev, in Ukraine. I returned from Ukraine with 3 embryos. It didn't work.
Do you still have embryos?
Today I'm after insemination, Tuesday.
So the result is in a week?
Yes, in a week.
Another week. Great.
Israel does not allow egg donation. Like Sigal, many women go abroad, often to Ukraine, a leading egg supplier. This is just the first hurdle in the race run by women seeking to be mothers.
The process is not easy. It's ups and downs. The waiting period is 2 weeks. 2 weeks, it's the hardest, like now, for example. You either await results or endure uncertainty. But the most important is to remain optimistic. I force myself to believe that the child is with me, that I'm about to give birth.
How long will you try?
As long as my body can bear it. And there's also the financial issue that's not easy.
These treatments are expensive. Israeli Social Security supports in vitro fertilization if the woman is under 45 years of age. This is not Sigal's case. She spends about 6,000 euros for each embryo transfer.
Today, my priority is to succeed and become a mother. Yes, more than anything else.
Things were much simpler for Audrey. She underwent 3 inseminations and then 1 in vitro fertilization that worked the first time. Evyatar was born somewhat in distress.
They said, that's it. Like, here is your new TV. You can take it. And I began to sob, but as soon as I saw it, I knew it was him. I did not even think that it might be a mistake.
Back home, it's not always easy to talk about the conception of this child.
When I came home with my baby and the people who saw me asked, "Ah, he's so cute, so the father must be happy." As soon as the word father comes up, I answer, "No, there's no father." How then did I have a child? I answered, "Through the sperm bank." Right now, it's almost a big joke. It's so natural to talk about it. The other day, I met a Yemeni. He said, "No, it can't be me." I know because of the weight and size, so I see if something's not right. I don't know whether the donor should not say anything.
What difficulties do these children encounter? How is it to grow up without a father and without a paternal image?
It's important that he should not only be in a dual relationship and obviously not in conflict with his mother. There's always need for at least a third party. It gives space. It gives him the chance to be himself. It's important for children to know that their mother has other interests and that there is another and others in respect to him or her.
Here goes. We're taking a photo of the family, of everyone. What photo of our family? Who will be in the picture? Not Maya. Yes, it's true, but who will be in it? If we want to take a picture of our family, who will be in it? True. Someone else? That's true. Who? The cat? He's part of the family. Yes, Bobby is his grandmother. She's not here. So you know you don't have a father?
אבל כיף לי להיות אבא. אתה רוצה להיות פעם אבא? תמיד בא לי להיות אבא.
תמיד בא לך להיות אבא. כמה?
How many children do you want?
100.
That has to be a genetic trait. On the other side.
Audrey told Evyatar early on that he did not have a father. She had more of a problem explaining how he'd come to be.
I told him that I had bought a small bottle of sperm and that the hospital was helping the mother become pregnant. He was surprised. Ha, you bought it. He asked me if you swallowed it or not. I can't really go into too much detail.
For the child to have a narrative to which he can refer enables him to build himself, to discover himself, to be able to tell himself or to others, to his friends.
Dvory has 3 children, all conceived from the same donor, a non-anonymous American. The American Sperm Bank provided much more information on the donor, including a recording of his voice.
My mother originates from France and my father originates from France also.
And I got open donor because I felt it's not very fair to the children if they can't know who their genetic father is.
It's not so important for me.
To know what kind of a man he is. Just like that, I want to meet my father.
It's not really their father, it's the donor.
Upon the birth of the children, Dvory enrolled on a website to find other children conceived from the same donor.
At the beginning, it was about 8 mothers, I think, and then, or 5, 6, I don't remember. But then somebody, one of them, just researched a little bit and saw that the same donor was donating also in another bank, actually 2 other banks. So we made contact with them. So now we know about 40 half-siblings. I don't remember how many families, probably about 25, 30 families.
4 years ago, Dvory decided to go with her children to the United States to get to know their half-brothers and half-sisters. The meeting took place in New Jersey, a memorable trip that was filmed.
It was very nice to meet them, but I don't know if it was important. I know my brother traveled to America to take part in a summer camp and he met them. As for me, no. I don't have any relationship with them. I grew up with Naama. She's my sister. I think of them more like half-brothers because I don't really know them.
No, it's not the same like it's mother and sister, but still it's family. They tell the other friends that they see that they are half siblings, and I think really it's like cousins. The fact that they know they exist makes something more complete for them, like it fills the puzzle. And I think it's something positive for their just identity.
Today, families are changing and new forms of parenting emerge. Many professionals are worried. For others, if the child grows up in a broader family environment attentive to his needs, he has every chance of developing successfully.
That's all for our episode today on Inside Magazine. I'm David Matlin at I-24 News. Thanks for being with us.